Welcome back, everyone. My name is Kenny Cormandy and I have the YouTube channel My Air Gun Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at a new pellet rifle from Swiss Arms called the TG1. It is a spring piston break barrel pellet rifle rated at 1400 feet per second. It's a tactical style rifle. It has fiber optic front and rear sights. It has a 4x40 millimeter scope. It has a manual safety and a very adjustable stock for multiple positions for the butt pad and the cheek rest. It's a composite stock. This one's kind of a tan color and it really looks kind of fake, but it's easy to shoulder. Okay, the gun is 42.5 inches long, with the butt pad completely extended is about 44 inches long. Gun weighs 8 pounds, has an 18.5 inch barrel. Here you can see the completely globed front fiber optic sight. It's a plastic globe on a plastic muzzle brake. And here is the rear sight, which is fully adjustable for elevation and windage. It has red fiber optics on that. The scope is a 4 power by 40 millimeter scope. As you can see, they did do one thing right. They put heavy duty scope rings on it, and this rear scope ring does have a scope stop pin that goes into a hole in the receiver. And this is your eye relief piece. It adjusts out so you get a clear reticle and sight objective at 12 yards, which I've been shooting, and all the way out to 100 yards it's clear. The one problem I've had with this scope is to get it centered on target, the adjustment is all the way to the left. The left adjustment is completely maxed out. It will not go any farther left. Okay, here on the stock, this knob right here is for adjusting your cheek piece up and down. This knob right here cranks out so you can slide this down or up, but I have had a problem with that. This is the only position that it'll stay locked. If you unscrew it and slide the stock up and back a little bit, this will not stay tight. And you've got 2 screws here for adjusting your butt pad out. And it's not really a butt pad. It's hard plastic. There is no rubber back here. And you got to be careful if you set it down on a hard floor like a tile floor or a hardwood floor, it'll slide out right on from underneath you. Okay, the trigger's got a manual safety. You got to push back for safe and forward for fire, and it's not automatic. You got to put it on safe manually. And the trigger is actually pretty good. It's not too long, it's not too stiff, and it's pretty easy to tell what's going to fire. Now, I was expecting this gun to cock pretty hard with the 1400 foot per second claim with alloy pellets, but I actually found it to cock quite easy. I measured it 3 times at 34.5 pounds of cocking effort, and when I cronied it, I was just very disappointed. They claim it at 1400 feet per second with alloy pellets, and the maximum I got shooting RWS Hypermax 5.2 grain was 1173 feet per second with an average of 1164 feet per second. So that maximum reading is 227 feet below the claimed average. Now my Ruger Air Magnum that shot 1400 feet per second shot lead pellets at 1200 feet per second. This one shoots the 7 grain lead pellet at an average of 990.7 feet per second. That's only like 15¼ foot-pounds of muzzle energy. It's very underpowered and overrated. I was really kind of disappointed in the crony readings. And with as easy as it cocks, this gun will never put out that 1400 feet per second. It's just no way this gun's going to do that. But I went ahead and did the accuracy test, and the first 4 pellets that I shot through were Crossman Premier Heavy, RWS Superdome, Crossman Premier Hollow Point, and Gamma Rocket. On a close-in range at 12 yards, they all had over a 1-inch spread. Okay, now the H&N Barracuda Hunter Extreme, the H&N Chrome Magnum, the H&N Field Target Trophy, and the H&N Barracuda Match with the 4.53 millimeter head, they all shot pretty well. So let's take a look at our accuracy test, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, our first pellet's going to be H&N Barracuda Match 10.65 grain. The second pellet's going to be the H&N Field Target Trophy 8.64 grain. And the third pellet is H&N Chrome Magnum 9.26 grain. Okay, our last pellet's going to be H&N Barracuda Hunter Extreme 9.26 grain. I kind of jerked that shot. Well, this is the H&N Barracuda Match 10.65 grain. 3 pellets basically through 1 hole, 1 a little left and 1 high. This is the H&N Field Target Trophy. That seems to be the tightest pattern of all the pellets. This is the H&N Chrome Magnum 4 real close together and 1 a little bit to the right, about a 1/2 inch. And then the H&N Barracuda Hunter Extreme, which I thought was the best on the first round, but it definitely spread out a little bit on this second round. Well, as you can see, the gun can be accurate with a good pellet. The average pellet, it's really bad, but with a more premium pellet, it can be accurate. The gun only sells for $120, $119 at Walmart and $119.99 at most of the online resellers. So I was not expecting a lot out of it, but I would have expected a little bit more than what it put up, you know, claiming 1,400 feet per second. You know, if it was 100 or 150 feet off, you know, it's still putting out pretty good energy, but it was just so far off. And the stock will not stay adjusted. The adjustment knob comes loose unless it's exactly where it is right now. The trigger is good. You know, the scope, you know, I would say would have been a good scope if it had full adjustment, but like I said, the windage is maxed out to the left. It will not go any farther than where it is, and you saw where the gun is shooting. So the scope itself is defective. The feet per second is very defective. And, you know, with that no rubber butt pad at all on this thing, like I say, if you try and stand the gun in a corner, it's just going to slide out from under you. So I would say don't waste your money on this rifle. You know, it's down in Gammo territory for power. It's not even close to the Crossmans and the Umarex and Ruger pellet rifles, just in the Magnum class. This one with their claim should be an Ultra Magnum, and it doesn't even measure up to the average Magnum Springer. So I would not waste your money on this particular gun. And that's my review of the Swiss Arms TG1 177 caliber pellet rifle. Thank you for watching.